Hyper Peaches! Welcome to our 8th episode. I'm Erica.
And I'm Joyce.
Hello, Joyce.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling pretty good.
How are you feeling this week? 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I would rate it a solid 8.5.
Wow.
Yeah, it's getting higher.
Explain.
Well, weather's good. Things are opening up. Well, since the 21st of April. So pretty recent.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. And so I'm feeling good about this energy in the city. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I've had some self-reflection this week.
What is it?
Know?
Yes. I don't know.
Basically, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and then some of them are talking about one of them talked about how people are always finding excuses, and then they should just stop, quit doing it, and grind and do whatever they want. And that kind of hits me. I mean, I've always known that that is a very
great motive to live by.
Yeah, but recently I've been feeling that I've given myself too much excuses or too many reasons not to do something, and that's why I'm just like, I have to stop doing it and just pull my shit together and do whatever I have to do.
Nice. I like this just do it kind of
just do it
slogan. Yeah, just do it. So
it's catchy, actually.
It's quite catchy. Like Nike is successful, but I would say I'm an 8 today. This week.
Oh, where did that 0.5 go?
Up in the air, who knows? I think for me is I've been really, really busy this week, so I felt like I didn't have much time to think of other stuff like Hyper Peaches, like podcasts and stuff. So I've been really just working, trying to get my foot, with work, and then and with things opening up, definitely like I would want to go out with my friends. Therefore, I saw you twice this week. My only friend. And so this week I'm living this I feel like work hard, play hard lifestyle, which I like.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah, which honestly I don't mind.
I think it's you.
I think it's quite me, and I don't mind to keep at this stage for a really long time, because it just keeps me going and it keeps me motivated. The only thing I would say is my quality of sleep has been bad, because I mean it's stress and it's just a lot of things going on right now.
A lot on your plate.
Yeah, a lot on my plate. So when there's a lot, sometimes it's very hard to just shut off at night and have a good night's sleep. So hopefully I'm gonna my mind can slow down a little bit next week and get some good
even
sleep.
The way you talk, you speak super fast.
Yeah,
girl.
You mean today?
Yeah,
I've been speaking fast.
A little.
Oh, but my voice is quite calm.
Yeah.
So it's a weird vibe.
Are you giving people that ASMR? ASRM?
This week is a mellow Hyper Peaches podcast for other people, because usually our voice is super energetic.
That's true.
And today we're both lower, in a lower pitch.
I guess because we've been socializing. We've been socializing, and that's why today is the slow day. Whereas normally if we've been staying at home the whole day.
That's true. That's true.
We should give out all the energy of too much energy to you.
But also daytime, so it's for you it's you're more energetic than me. So
you know what? I've been seeing a lot of people out, and that made me think about how most people in Hong Kong, so there have been a lot of stuff happening in Hong Kong, a lot of changes going on, and people comment on it, people complain a lot, but that normally won't last long. People just make up a comment, and after 1 week, 2 weeks max, they
get over it.
Yeah, they get over it, get used to it, and then they adapt to it.
Yeah,
that speaks a lot about people in this city.
I think so too. I think everyone here is very adaptable to any circumstances, really any hardship, any thing that comes our way. And it's a great trait. It's a very good personality trait to have, to just be adaptable at all times.
Yeah.
And I think that also ties into what we really wanted to talk about this week, because with things opening up, obviously COVID has affected everybody's lives, and we having friends just living in other countries with COVID the contrast that we see is quite drastic. You would say, right?
I think that relates a lot to the people in general, like their personalities in general, because the way they are affect a lot about the way they see stuff and the way they handle things. And so we want to talk about people in Hong Kong.
Let's go. Let's do this.
I don't even have to read articles from the internet.
You already
honestly.
know.
I already know from my experience, like traveling, studying abroad, and hearing people's comments about us, you know, about our people, Hong Kong people. You know what I mostly heard about is, oh, you guys are super fast-paced, kind of impatient, kind of greedy, big city people. What do you think?
I would say that's only like maybe 1/4 of our personality. That's not our
so even more negative stuff?
No, I say like this is like the only part, and the rest of our personality is like all positive.
Oh, really? Like what?
Because like I think everybody is impatient, everybody is greedy in their own sense, like regardless if you live in a city or live in like a countryside, everybody has these personality traits. It really depends on every individual, right? And I guess it's more these greediness kind of show when it's like in a very small city like Hong Kong. Everything the impact is like feels greater and more the effect seems greater, right? So yeah, but overall I think when it comes to like Hong Kong people being nice, like sometimes there's nice people out there. Like there's people who I see, you know, in the subway, that when there's like a grandma walking in, there are people offering her seats. Like there's still these kind of like people out there. I won't categorize everybody in Hong Kong like that, you know. There's always people that are willing to help, doing great charity work, care for the environment, or this is just what I think.
Though if I have to be really honest, I think that proportion of people like offering a giving hand,
it's not enough.
There could be more, and it's not a lot. It's decreasing in a way, which is a little sad.
I think also, you know why, like COVID affected a lot of people. I think COVID ties into people being more
it heightens, you know. The bad, I won't say bad, but maybe the relatively less
people are more selfish because of COVID, right? People are scared for their own lives, their own well-being. So people who have the more, I guess, privilege, you know, have more money, take care of themselves.
What I see the most common, the selfish phenomenon that I see out there are people who would you know how like when you have to open a door, and normally there will be people who just hold it and let the others go in. And especially during COVID, people would normally think of that handle as like the dirtiest thing on earth. So they either hold it with like a tissue paper on it, or they just let others hold the door for them, and then they literally just like slip through. I mean, I don't mind you slipping through, but at least thank you would be nice.
I think COVID again,
a lot of them
because of COVID, it's like people like we're promoting people to stay away from others, right? To keep a distance. So in that sense, it'll make people more selfish because of that reason, right?
That is actually
keeping their own safety and health as a priority. So it's very hard to say right now. I feel like it's just a very messy world. So personality wise, I think everybody can have a good heart. It's just a matter of, do you care enough, you know? Do you care enough about the world? So
they care more about themselves more than the world, honestly.
What would you say like how would you say the lifestyle in Hong Kong is, like from like I guess doing research or like reading articles to like how you being in Hong Kong, like grown up here and born and raised here, like how do you feel? Like what are the reactions that you have?
Definitely the first word that come off the top of my head would be fast.
So fast.
So fast. Walk fast, eat fast, talk fast,
Yeah.
live fast.
Yeah. That's so true. I think
What else? Try fast.
Yeah. Efficiency is like the key to everything in Hong Kong.
God, yes.
For
me personally,
time is
I
money.
think I am I don't prefer to I want to like take a step back and enjoy whichever moment that I live in. And in a way, I think the speed would kill a lot of the romance in life, or like a lot of creativity in life. But because I am from Hong Kong, because I grew up in here, I've become adaptable to this environment, and just gradually you do things fast without even realizing it. You feel me?
I have a different take on that, just because you know me, like I've been a fast-paced person, because I think it's my upbringing. It's inborn in me. It's how my parents are. Like, it's how my dad is. It's just so I like this lifestyle because it keeps me going, and that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy life. It's the way, I guess, I enjoy it differently. And like maybe for you, you're more a nature girl, right? And those things take more time to kind of appreciate, right? But for me, it's like I enjoy taking classes, right? I enjoy like having a jam-packed schedule. For me, that's like the way I enjoy life.
You know how different we handle our schedules normally? So like, I'm a morning person, you're not.
Yeah, for sure.
But then because you're not a morning person and you still want to maximize
my time,
you're literally spending like every minute planning for the next minute. And for me, the reason why I'm a morning person, because in the morning, even if I'm only doing like a 30 minutes workout, I want to spend like an hour for that. I want to take it slow, like brush my teeth slow, and then lie down on the mat, on the yoga mat slowly.
That's interesting. Because you know, for me, like I feel like I like to take longer sleeps, and I purposely take longer sleeps just so I can have a tighter like time schedule throughout the day. Because if I have too much time, almost like I almost just don't do anything. So that's something that I've come to learn, that I think I'm really a city girl, and that's how I thrive. And that's so different, and there's no right or wrong, really.
There's no I like to spend a longer time doing nothing.
That's you.
I was just
I've noticed. I've definitely noticed.
I love zoning out. It gives me purpose.
Nice to know. I think for me, I can share, like I would want to share a little bit, like, or maybe you can go first. Like you lived in UK for how long were you there for?
Just almost a year. Not a long time.
Did you see like a difference from the lifestyle there to when you came back, the lifestyle that you have now, and like the people that you've met, like how are they, like what are some immediate differences that you've, I guess, encountered and you would want to share?
I mean, because I went to Brighton, and Brighton is such a holiday town, so obviously people just mostly chill and take things slow. There, I would say I found a lot of my people, because we could all just like, I would just sit there at the beach all day doing nothing, absolutely nothing, not even reading a book, not even talking. And I enjoyed that. But when I go to London, I would say it reminds me of Hong Kong in a way.
Really? How?
Of course, not the museums, not the, you know, like the streets, the empty streets, but are the people in London. They're more city people.
Yeah, that's true.
More impatient.
Because it's London, yep.
Especially in London subway, it totally reminds me of Hong Kong. But that is when I would appreciate Hong Kong more, because Hong Kong subway, at least they have reception. At least it's a lot cleaner. It's not as stuffy. So that would be the first thing off the top of my head. For you?
For me, like, I've lived in Hawaii and California a total of 6-ish years actually. Yeah,
you have a lot more to say.
I spent a decent amount of time in the States.
You like it?
I like it and I don't, just because.
Which part of the States do you like most?
Oh, sorry, you mean like the city or like just a few of it?
I mean, like you've been like you studied in California, and then you went to Hawaii, and then
like where I would live now?
You travel quite a bit within the States. Like which part of the States you think suits your personality the most?
Well, with the highly influenced Coachella vibe that I had for the past 2 weeks, definitely West Coast, definitely Los Angeles. Because it has a bit of the city life that I really want, and it also has like the slower pace side to it, right? You could go do longer.
So you see a bit of Erica in there.
Exactly. I think if I were to live there one day or retire, who knows, and then you come visit, like we'll do the stuff that we can definitely find stuff that we both like.
Yes, for sure.
So LA is just something I would definitely gravitate towards. And the people, I would say, like the contrast from people in Hawaii and in Hong Kong is very, very different. Because I would say LA people are more semi-similar to people in Hong Kong because more bustling city people, right? Hawaiians, like they're really slow paced in the sense where like when you drive, in Hong Kong, you don't really... Well, first of all, US is pedestrians have the right of way. You have to adjust that in Hong Kong because the cars have right of way in Hong Kong. So everywhere when you see passengers trying to cross in Hawaii or in the States, like a pedestrian crossing, you have to stop. Your car have to stop. But there's people that keeps coming. So when does your car go?
Well, in Hong Kong, you do have that as well.
That's true,
but not a lot.
But not a lot.
Yeah,
but it's more prominent there.
That's true.
So that's that's one thing that tests people's patience for sure, and the people in Hawaii definitely have more patience.
Yes,
in the driving scene.
Well, okay, so you drive in Hawaii and you drive in Hong Kong, and you definitely have more road rage in Hong Kong. Right?
Oh, for sure. But I also still had road rage in Hawaii.
Okay,
too.
it's just in you.
Yeah, because like driving in Hawaii is too slow. Like think about it. When you have a car, you're trying to get to somewhere faster. That's my process. Because if I don't drive my car, if I walk, like if I decide to walk, that means I want take the slower route. But if I drive, I want to get to A to B quicker. That's my mentality.
Really? Oh wow.
So in Hawaii, it's like, oh, but the only thing you can do, like the most convenient thing, is to drive. But it also is quite slow. Because people drive slow.
So you don't actually drive a lot in Hawaii?
I try not to, honestly. If I'm just going to somewhere close, I'd rather just walk. Because I might just walk faster than I drive.
But the thing is, like, if you drive in Hong Kong, you have to try to find a parking
spot.
Yeah, and actually that's kind of hard as well.
That's very hard.
Yeah, so doesn't that make the whole process like take even longer?
Well, in Hong Kong, like, public transportations are so convenient.
Yeah.
There's no traffic jams in the subway.
Yeah, you honestly don't need a car unless you're trying to go to, like, I don't know, like countryside.
Exactly,
or like
exactly.
Yuen Long, so.
Yeah. So within Hong Kong, like the city, like each stop is so easy to get by. Like where we live in Hong Kong, everywhere takes like within 20 to 25 half an hour, to be completely honest, wherever we go.
That's the one big thing, I would say, the best thing about Hong Kong.
Seriously, yeah. The commute times to everywhere saves you so much.
But you know what's bad about it?
What?
People won't have enough time to listen to our podcast if they're commuting in Hong Kong.
So we need shorter podcasts?
Maybe.
Let us know.
To adapt to Hong Kong people.
Yeah, because some of our friends say, oh, they listen to a podcast when they are either getting ready or they're commuting. Most of them are commuting, honestly.
Yeah.
And most of them are in a subway or bus or taxi, whatever. And 20 minutes max, I think, for them.
Yeah. And they will have to pause halfway, which is not good because the juice isn't all of it.
So they would have to start listening to our podcast when they're getting ready.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, combine it both, so those are just like the differences I see. Honestly don't think there's a bad or good thing, right? I think for me as a person, because living in such different countries and cities, I'm able to know the importance of work-life balance. Like, even though I'm super stressed, or like I have a lot of stuff on my plate, I still think I'm pretty good at dividing when it's time to work and when it's time to play.
Yeah,
because I really enjoy the playing part, because that gives me the energy that motivates me to work harder. So I definitely have to have like a divided time for that, and I think Hawaii definitely taught me the work-life balance of everything. Yeah. I think you're different. You're way different from everything that I've just said. And you're absorbed. I can see you're like downloading. You're like
because it's been a slow day for me. You know what I did this morning?
You told me it's
something that I don't think most people would do so in here in the city. I spent 50 minutes on a 50 minutes on a walk from home just to get a coffee. Just because I want to. There's no other reasons for doing that.
One way, right? But what did you do? How did you leave after the cafe?
I sat there in a coffee shop. I spent 25 minutes or maybe 30 minutes drinking a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I came over to see you. So that's all I did this morning.
You would really suit the life of somewhere
not in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, this city is too fast for me.
But would you live in like not in the city in Hong Kong? Would you live in like, I don't know, Sai Kung?
Yeah, maybe that would do. Actually, I think
because there's a lot of places like that, right? We could go to Inner Islands. We went to Mui Wo the other day.
I like Mui Wo a lot.
And it's only half an hour ferry ride, to be completely honest. It's not that bad.
It doesn't feel like the city, for one.
Yeah.
And I can really like calm myself down in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also because of COVID, like that, like, being stuck here and being like, oh, Hong Kong is the only place that we could travel. It in a sense, it makes you appreciate Hong Kong more. Like, because we're taking more advantage to go outdoors, less indoors. We're seeing all these beautiful like hikes, beautiful places to visit in countrysides, visiting different inter-islands. If it wasn't for COVID, we wouldn't explore these things and wouldn't appreciate these little things, right?
One thing that people do a lot during COVID is hiking.
For sure.
Yeah. And sometimes it's from the people's like IG posts or like, I don't know, like stories that I really discover a lot of the hidden gems in the city. Yeah, such beautiful skylines. Yeah. And so many places to hike.
Yeah.
Even though I just talk about it and I don't go.
You will. You should start.
It's a lot of effort.
What do you mean? Like, just like planning and just getting people to go with you?
Yeah, both.
I'll go with you.
Yeah?
Not like 9 a.m. though. Maybe like 11.
11 is too late.
Okay, 10. I'll do 10.
Okay.
Is 10
meet
okay?
you in the middle. 10 is fine.
I mean, we could drive to a hike.
Yeah.
And then we'll start hiking.
We can. I mean, we woke up super early from Mui Wo as well.
Honestly, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I could do 8:30.
We got lucky. We went to we took the ferry at like 10. We got there at 11, and then we sat in a cafe for like 2 hours.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate that a lot.
Oh, highly recommend that cafe to people who want to go as well.
Yeah.
It's called the what? The Hideout?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna keep the suspense. I was like, oh, comment down below.
Oh,
give me an emoji and I'll let you know. Okay, but never mind. I don't think people
mute this.
I don't think people would do that. But we should, yeah.
Oh, tip though. Remember to make your reservation online.
Oh, for the cafe.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it, honestly, because it's so close and it's so actually easy access to it.
I can sit there all day.
Yeah.
Just watch the The view, I don't know. The lake view. It's not even a lake. What is it? It's like a
Pond.
tiny. Yeah, it's like.
Is it a fish pond?
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
But there were fish?
They are.
Oh.
You didn't see it?
I might have. No, they were like tiny fishes anyways.
Yeah, super tiny.
We're getting very off tangent today. Sorry, guys. I think this podcast, like, we really just wanted to talk about like Hong Kong in general, and the contrast differences that we've seen and experienced. And there's really no concrete like one thing that we want to talk about. I think there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, you can see it as a like an intro episode for local stuff. If you guys would like to know more about like Hong Kong things,
like culture, food,
comment down below.
I would want to say one thing though. Hong Kong's, what do you call it? Like the music industry is getting pretty. Like they're finding their own voice. With the sure era with like those.
I like them.
You like them? You like era?
I like era.
Oh, okay. You like their music, or you like them?
No, not their music.
Oh.
They can't sing for
life. And what do you call those? Like those competition, like dance competitions, singing competitions. I think we're really trying to find these platforms for ourselves. And I like being someone that has such a passion in dance and seeing there's so much more people in Hong Kong like coming together and actually making a community out of it. It's something that I'm very proud of. Like I'm very happy.
I think of one thing. I think the way that music kind of revives, the music industry kind of revives in Hong Kong.
Reviving,
speaks a lot about the people as well. Like we have that, how do you call that? Like the very, very
persistent
cliche. Persistent. Dapat say.
Persistent.
The vibe. So if something hits us, we would always find our place, our way to go back up. And you know how like in the 80s, 90s, or even the 2000s, early 2000s, the music industry in Hong Kong is really doing well, was doing well, and it just died down. And then now it's finding its way back up. And even though like Mira, they're not my favorite. I don't hate them. They're just not my favorite. But I'm so proud to see that they made it into like, I don't know, like there's like a like one of them, they made it into that music award in Korea.
I know the name of it. I should know this.
Mani?
Something like this. Mama.
Mama, yeah.
Mama?
He made it into it.
Oh wow. Do they always come to Hong Kong for awards? I mean, like the Mama show. They always showcase it in Asia Expo.
Oh yeah, they
right?
did.
But usually all the nominating artists are all Koreans.
Yeah, of course. So for a guy from Hong Kong to make it into Mama, that is a lot.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah,
I'm proud.
And you know why I like ERA? Because I think they represents Hong Kong people, as in the kind of sarcasm, the kind of sarcastic jokes that they made, the way they speak,
they're very in touch with the local culture.
It's very representative of Hong Kong guys, I would say, local guys that I know.
That's why. But their fan base is mostly women from I don't know, 20s to 55.
I mean, because they're guys attract girls. But if you ask a guy, would they support ERA or Mira more? Definitely it's ERA. Because they would go out of their way to make like jokes, to put on a performance, to entertain people. You should really watch their show. It's called ERA Yao, something like that. Okay. It's like a tourism
nice
show. Yeah,
that's interesting. I'm glad like we talked about not only just music, we talked about a little bit of the culture, the lifestyle of Hong Kong people, and just like thank you for people who take the time to listen to us like just talking about how we feel. like babbling about like our personal experiences. There's no right or wrong, and there's no really facts that I could back myself up. It's just the only thing I could back myself up is because I'm currently living here. I'm experiencing all of this, and these are just the immediate gut reactions that I feel, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to be authentic and genuine about everything.
And I would say people in here are special, especially in the sense that, like, Hong Kong is such a small city, but in a way, every other country in the world knows about it and talks about it. Like you will see sometimes on CNN News, BBC, BCC. Yeah, and people here, they have their own characteristics.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because other people who are outside of Hong Kong, yeah, of course they know about a little bit about us, but what is the true side of it, and all the more detailed lifestyles that happen in our life, they would never know, and unless we share to them. And I'm glad that if like they're listening and they find it very engaging and interesting to listen, like hopefully this could just be like a longer podcast in the future, and that we could go more in depth in each section.
And I'm speaking from a very, very honest point of view.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been 100% real, I think. Yeah, this has been a great episode, and I think overall I just feel very proud to be living here, and just really appreciate the fact that Hong Kong people are so adaptable, right? This is the first thing that we kind of talked about. We're so adaptable, we're so resilient. Even with COVID, all these situations that happened for the past 3 years, we're able to rise up. We're able to still live and find a way out to live. The way that
non-stop working still,
still
walking
no working
fast,
from home,
talking fast.
Yeah. And I think that's just
eating fast.
That's just the way it is, right? And
eating fast. We haven't touched on that. Maybe we'll at some point.
Eating fast.
But like
jab saying.
Oh yeah, that, and also I don't know, the overall like food culture. Or whatever,
that'd be interesting to talk
that could
about.
be an episode on its own.
Yeah, that's gonna be another like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening, and we hope your day is as peachy as this episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
And like this podcast on Spotify and iTunes. And if you like, you can comment or DM us on any of our social media posts as well. So talk to you in the next one.
Bye.